pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We're going to open public comment at 5:33. Seeing none, we'll keep it open until 6:03.
7:03.
We don't have to. We'll start with Winnacunnet Pride.
All right, so September 22nd through 26th was our big Exeter Rival Week. Monday was Pajama Day. Tuesday was our first ever Color for a Cause Day, so we did purple and blue for Suicide Prevention Month, which was September. Wednesday was Neon Day. Thursday was Decades Day, my personal favorite. And Friday was Class Color Day, along with our lip sync battle pep rally. This year's winners was girls volleyball. Also during this week was our hall decorating contest, which included our St. Vincent de Paul canned food drive, which the juniors won. Very sad week for the seniors. We were a close second. And then this was followed by our annual homecoming dance on September 27th, which was a great success. We had a great turnout of students and everyone had a lot of fun. October 8th was Student Council's first leadership conference to Camp Lincoln, hosted by Sanborn High School. And despite the rainy weather, our council had a great time and we really grew closer. Sunday, October 26th is the Class of 2027's comic book show fundraiser. And November 13th through 14th is Student Council's annual overnight conference to Waterville Valley. Parent-teacher conferences were October 9th, marking halfway through the first trimester, and the PSATs for the Class of 2027 are on October 23rd. And multiple new clubs have started this past month, including the robotics team, the debate club, the surf club, and the GSTA, which stands for the Gay, Straight, and Trans Alliance. And a huge shout out to our girls field hockey and boys football team for beating Exeter during our rival week. And all our fall sports are currently wrapping up their regular seasons and are having their senior night soon.
Great. Thank you. I like that.
Here's to the victory.
Yes.
That's it.
V for victory.
Yeah, we love it.
Got a great team this year.
That's it. Presentation. No? Okay. We're going to keep going. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of September 17th, unless there's changes that need to be made? Anybody?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from September 17th, regular meeting.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Seconded.
Thank you. All those in favor?
I'm abstaining.
Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. We have the SAU reports.
Thank you. So September was a great month for me for visiting schools, and we are, well into the swing of the school year at this point, and it is just enjoyable to see so many classrooms and watch students engaged in their learning and see the work that's being done to support Portrait of a Learner. I will shout out family partnerships have been a focus. It was just parent conferences here at Winnacunnet and in our other SAU 21 schools as well. In Dr. Castley's report this month, there are some tips on how to make effective use of parent conference time. I was able to share that out with families before the parent conference window. But we are grateful for the partnerships of our families and our parents, and very strong turnout that occurred for parent conferences as well. It is Bullying Prevention Month, and so there are conversations happening across our schools around that topic. And in Dr. Toomey's report, she highlighted some pieces in place around school safety, how to report incidents of discrimination, sexual harassment, or bullying, the use of our Seacoast Care Team, which is a collaborative behavioral intervention resource that supports students across our schools. There are established protocols in place to determine whether students are at risk for self-harm or potential risk for harming others, so referrals can be made to that team. And it's held in strict confidence. And there are representatives from SAU 21 and SAU 90. We also provide de-escalation training for staff members throughout the SAU using what's called nonviolent crisis prevention and intervention training to help staff reduce anxious, hostile, or violent behavior at the earliest possible stage. There's a behavioral health team, which includes our school counselors, social workers, psychologists, who are folks who have expertise essentially in mental health and social emotional wellness. And that team meets regularly to talk about supports being provided to students and to problem solve around how to help students access activities and supports. And then finally, well, almost finally, we have our See Something, Say Something hotline on our websites, which is an anonymous reporting tool, so anyone at any time can post a concern for their safety or the safety of someone else through that tool. And that goes directly to administrators immediately. We get them at all hours. And more than one person receives them, so there are safeguards built into that system. And then finally, I would just shout out she called out, but I would echo the partnership with the Cook Center for Human Connection. So there's free resources available. There's a link on our website to parentguidance.org, and then there is also free weekly coaching support available to parents and caregivers who could be struggling with anything from, why won't my teenager talk to me, to more serious issues, right? Mm-hmm. Students who are grappling with anxiety or potentially struggling with a bullying situation. So a great free anonymous resource that can provide great support to parents, and the feedback we've had from families who have shared that they've accessed that tool has been very positive. So that link is also available on our website. We are beginning the budget development process, and I know that's on your calendar coming up later this month. Mm-hmm. So we'll be talking more about that. The student leadership team applications were due yesterday, so students will be hearing about the selection, whether or not they've been selected to serve on that. Dates for this year are start next week, so looking forward to that. And then School Board Association Delegate Assembly is coming up at the end of this month, and we received word today from the School Board Association that it looks like their fall policy update has been delayed a little further, may not be coming out until sometime towards mid-November.
Okay.
So,
Oh boy.
that is it.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? All right, Bill, you're up. President's report. Principal's report.
Couple things. Curriculum update. We started our first round of embedded PD, and staff have the option to work on 3 different projects. Some staff will be working on the Portrait of the Learner audit. We'll take a look at the themes of the POL and identify the areas where we're covering it and areas where we can improve and include it. We'll also take a look at the ED 306 graduation requirements. There's some changes across the board, but most of them seem to be in the math department and the social studies department. Both departments that fall under me. So we'll be mapping those out. And then also continue taking a look at our competencies and aligning them with the frameworks and what we're providing in the classroom. So one half of the staff are working on that now, and then the other half will switch over October 29th. And Donna Couture meets with them weekly, and so far so good. I do have Amy Tarian here. Do you want to discuss special ed?
So when I came last year, I think I had talked about the fact that we were kind of looking at our services and how we're providing services to students and how we can improve on that. So just wanted to give you all an update of where we are now. So last year we did make visits to schools in the area. We had different teams going out. We went to Dover High School, Exeter High School, Portsmouth High School. And something we discovered is we're doing a really good job. But there's always areas for improvement. It was interesting when we were visiting the schools, a lot of them, when we were telling them about what we have available at Winnacunnet, they were like, wow, we really wish they were envious, which was great to hear. But I think there were still areas that we had identified for improvement, which I kind of described in the special services area in Bill's report. But this year, we're going to be working just overall on kind of identifying areas to document how we're doing with the new things that I'm going to describe that are being put in place right now, or are in place right now. So we will be identifying those data points to really decide whether these things are working, these kind of small changes that we've made. One thing that we're doing is we have one case manager that has a smaller caseload right now, He has students who are on a diploma track, but they have higher needs. So it could be students with high functioning autism, more kind of behavioral supports, or their intellectual ability might be a little lower than our typical diploma track students. So it provides him a little more time to devote to them, having a smaller caseload. They're still attending learning labs, but he's stationed in one learning lab during the day, so students have him to access if they're having difficulty or need to leave class for any reason. They kind of have a home base, and that's what we wanted to provide for them. And the addition of our BCBA with this program has been really, it's not really a program, it's just he has a smaller caseload with students that have more needs, but the BCBA has been really helpful with that too. He's also teaching a transition prep class during the day, which is a class where students are working on goal setting, pre-vocational skills, life skills, planning. So it's really a lot of executive functioning skills that they're working on. And the students are loving the class. They feel like, hey, these are my people. We're all kind of working on the same thing. And there's a big piece of it is a social communication too. So our speech pathologist is also involved in that class, which has been really great. So it's been a really good experience for them so far. I wanted to mention, I had brought this up last year, but our offerings in our transition program have really expanded. So they're doing music therapy and rec therapy, going out in the community, they're shopping, and these are our students with intellectual disabilities. And so they have just such robust offerings for them in the Winnacunnet environment, which is great. I think I covered pretty much everything. So as I said, our goal this year is to really identify the areas that we want to track data on to see how kind of these little tweaks are working for our students, to see if it's something we should continue with. So we're kind of piloting things right now. And then the second thing, I just wanted to give credit to Winnacunnet in general. So we're monitored by the state in 18 different indicator areas for special education. And those are set. We're going to be going through our program approval process next year during the 26-27 school year. And we were just recognized for our low dropout rate for students with IEPs. We are amongst the lowest in the state, which is really exciting. And also for students with IEPs finishing with a regular diploma. So I was contacted by the Department of Ed to participate in a couple of their listening sessions that they're doing to talk about what we're doing here at Winnacunnet and why our students are successfully graduating and staying in school. So, and honestly, it's Winnacunnet in general. There's the added layer of having the support of special services, but having night school and high set programs and different diploma options for students and our summer program and bridge, and there's just so many offerings to keep kids in school to be successfully graduating. So
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
Do you see, I have a question, and maybe you can answer it, maybe you can't, but with the wiping out of basically special ed at the federal level,
I know, it's so scary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see any trickle down at this point?
Not yet. It's too early.
Okay.
We will.
But you will.
We will.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, the program approval, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that because they aligned with OSEP.
Yeah.
So, and that's what got wiped out.
Right.
OSEP basically is
Gone.
gone.
Yeah.
The
So,
rules haven't changed.
no.
Right?
No.
And
But
at the
there's
state
nobody in-
level, the compliance requirements have not changed.
No.
And the state continues to monitor our work. But at the federal level, definitely there are some changes, and we don't know long-term how that may impact, right?
Yeah. It's
Data
so
review,
new right
program
now.
delivery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we're kind of
Alright.
waiting to see how that plays out.
Okay.
But, you know, we're going to continue doing what we're doing and supporting students to be successful. And I think the state kind of feels, I'm guessing, feels
Yeah,
that way
feels
as
that
well.
way.
So
Okay.
because they have, you know, this new process that they have in place is really, it's an intense process. And we'll be, as I said, we'll be starting that next year. There'll be committees that we need to form, and they'll be looking at every aspect. These indicators is what they're looking at.
Okay. And you know ahead of time what the indicators are so that we
Yes.
can make sure that,
We're monitored
whatever.
every year on those, but they're
Yeah.
gonna come in and do a deep dive, is what they're
Okay.
going to do. So they do like a desk audit
Yeah.
at the Department of Ed right now, where they just do everything through Nessus, which is our special ed
Data reporting.
data reporting
Okay.
system, yeah.
All right,
So,
perfect.
yeah.
Well, thank you for
No problem,
leading the charge, really
No
appreciate
problem.
it.
no
Yeah,
problem.
And congratulations to
Exciting.
everybody.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay.
still on
donations.
Okay.
I guess I'll cover it now. Well, we'll have to come back to that, sorry. We did have a trimester one parent guardian conferences, and we had 863 in person and 232 virtual. So overall, it was a great night, seeing the parents and some of the students, so it was fun.
That's awesome.
Enrollments are holding steady. Upcoming events and activities, things are going by pretty quickly. One correction, Monday, December 1, trimester 2 is already 2 days into it. Trimester 2 actually begins November
4th?
November 24th.
Oh, the Monday before
Before
Thanksgiving. Okay.
Somehow, in my mind, I just skipped those Mondays and Tuesdays. Minor details.
I think we should just have it off.
Sorry, students.
It should just close, you know, it'll be fine. Yeah.
If only.
I know.
And then the only addition, I'll add it to my principal's message, and also this is on November 17th, Tuesday, November 18th at 7 p.m. We will be hosting the United States Air Force Airmen of Note Jazz Ensemble.
Awesome.
And
Great.
that's a free concert, so we'll get information out.
Okay.
And then the other thing that's not here, on October 24th, we have our Class of 2020-30 Information Night.
Oh my God.
2030?
2030.
I can't.
Wow.
That's, I know. I
No.
saw that on the
Scary.
sign outside. I was like, what?
Yeah, right? How old do we feel? No,
Yeah.
thanks.
Don't look at me.
Mm-mm.
Fantastic.
Not even. All right. It is. So do you want to do the donation now, or do you want to do that after?
We can do it now. I don't want to impact.
I don't
Yeah, it
think-
doesn't require a vote because
Oh, it's-
your policy
oh,
changed, but we could
that's
just
right.
note that you received
Yeah.
a donation from the Hampton Chamber.
So the Hampton Chamber of Commerce donated $2,000 to several programs. $500 went to the Interact Club. $500 went to the ROTC program. And $1,000 went to the Winnacunnet cheerleaders, and this is in support of the Seafood Festival.
Awesome.
Wow.
Thank you. All
And we
right.
also donated money, it doesn't pertain to us, but to Camp Free, which does help us.
It does,
so-
yeah. Great, thank you. We have our finance reports in there. If anybody has questions, they can give Matt a call. 'Cause I'm sure he wants, missing this. And facilities
You'll
report
see a
also.
lot of him for budget meetings
Yes.
coming up very soon.
Absolutely. And then our facilities report is also in there. And then next we have communications committee update. Is there anything? Have you guys met?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're looking to book our first meeting within
Okay.
the next couple of weeks.
All right, perfect, thank you. Legislative update? Do we have any? Not,
I mentioned the School Board Association's fall policy update is delayed. There have been a number of LSRs submitted. I don't have a whole lot of information on those yet, but I think you can expect a lot of bills that were brought forward last session that sort of died out to probably be resurrected and returned. So that's kind of the typical pattern. So we expect a lot of the same themes to be present in legislation this year.
all right, thank you. Policy review.
Yes, so you have a group of 14 policies to which the policy committee recommended no changes. These policies are existing policies, but we try to review them on a regular basis, your policies, so that they don't fall more than a few years out of compliance. So I think these are all within the last 5 years, but no recommended changes to this group, so.
All right, so could I get a motion to accept the review of the existing policies?
Motion to accept the review of the existing policies.
And a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor? Thank you to the policy committee.
And its
Appreciate
chair,
that.
seated to my left.
Not me, I'm on the
Tracy.
OC.
Tracy
I
is.
am,
There you
yeah,
go.
that's right.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yes,
Appreciate
and
that.
I read delightfully each one again, just to ensure that
Yeah.
I was still in agreement with our review.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you. So then we have policies of the first read, so these are all that we'll be doing next month, correct?
Correct.
Is there
Yep.
anything that jumps out that we should be looking at, or should we just read them?
I don't think there's anything particularly attention grabbing that I
Okay.
would call out to you.
All right. So just
Some of
review
these
them
are
all.
redundancies, some were clarifications, a couple were related to prior bill changes, and some were related to the 306 changes.
All right.
But these are, fall in the recommended category, not in the required by law
All
category.
right, perfect. We have our New Hampshire School Board Association Delegation Assembly,
Yes, coming up on the
25th. So that one is the one that, who can't,
Yeah,
Desiree
unfortunately,
couldn't
the
go.
date was changed. It was supposed to be originally on October 4th, and then it was changed to the 25th, which I'm already committed on
you're
that
committed,
day.
okay.
So.
And you had a commitment too, right?
I did, but I've been
Okay.
able to rearrange that, so I'm looking forward to attending.
Oh, great,
Yeah,
awesome,
I mean,
thank
Tracy,
you.
you'll really enjoy it.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing, but,
It's such a great day.
oh, good,
Yeah,
all
you'll
right.
really enjoy it. It's great dialogue, great presentations. It's always very interesting. I've really enjoyed going the past couple years.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
I think from being the most newly elected board member, I had hoped to get a little more depth into exactly how school boards interact and some of the frameworks for them, so I hope that's what I get out of the day.
You'll definitely hear some of their proposed resolutions and what they will be advocating for during the legislative session. In terms of training, I would say, well, they have several on the schedule coming up, I think, for this fall. They typically will offer some additional trainings, but less so on that day. But you'll get a sense of how other boards function. There are always great presentations from some of the boards, like the Board of the Year will
Yeah,
present.
they're really great.
Okay.
And great
It is
ideas, new
informative.
things that they've been doing. It's great. You'll really
Awesome.
enjoy it.
Do you get a shirt at the end? Is that?
You get a big medal.
You're gonna wear it probably at the next
Yeah,
meeting.
proud school board member, something like that.
Oh, that's perfect.
Very good.
Thank you for going. Personnel will do in non-public, so our future meetings, our New Hampshire School Board Delegation Assembly is on October 25th. We have a joint school board meeting on Wednesday, October 29th. Our next school board
Your
budget review, review meeting is November 3rd. Then we have a budget review meeting on November 6th. On the SAU Joint Board public hearing and meeting is November 12th. And school board meeting and budget review, if we need a third one, will be on November 19th.
Now I have a question. Are the budget meetings, are they full board meetings or are there subcommittees of the board?
It's the
that-
full board.
It's
Full
the-
board.
Yep, some places do subcommittees, but
Okay.
in your case, it's the full board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yay. I'm not gonna close. We have to wait
2 minutes for public comment.
for public comment. Nicole, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Today.
Anybody else's birthday that I've missed? When's yours?
February.
Okay. Desiree?
June.
June?
Mine just happened.
Happy belated.
Just making sure, because I said Nicole's and then I thought, I only know hers and then I'm like, okay, I've missed, there's probably 3 other people sitting at the table.
That's because mine.
Was yours in August? All right, sorry, happy birthday.
I would say, given that there is no one here from
We
the
can close
public,
it.
you could go into non-public
Sounds
and,
good.
and return, and if there's
And
no
we'll
one here at
close
that time, then you can close.
What was it? Griffin got married this past week. Congratulations, Griffin! That's awesome!
And happy birthday. And happy birthday.
And what? And happy birthday!
Wow, what a week.
That's my
This is an exciting night, that's all I can say.
We're loaded up. Griffin's
love it.
loaded.
All right, so could I get a motion to enter into non-public? Who wants
I
to do that?
will.
Okay.
Motion for a roll call to enter non-public session under RSA 91-A:3 Roman numeral 2A at 5:57 p.m.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Great. All those in favor?
Oh, no,
Nope,
we have
roll
to
call.
roll
Roll
call.
call.
I'm just gonna shut the door.
Desiree Potter,
Yes.
Leslie LaFawn,
Yes.
Nicole Seco,
Yes.
Fisher O'Keefe,
Yes.
and Tracy Williams.
Yes.
Okay, we're not public.
Bye, Sophie.
Sadie.
Sadie. Oh, sorry.